Yes. How's it, yeah? Ebenezer Yawazazo, after watching you live. Thanks, God. I'll sit here. All glory belongs to you. Metiase. Nami wuya. There you know. Fisambreya Kusi. Shabaneka watching live from Ghana. Shama, greetings to Mark Davis. UK Mali Wills in UK. Eben, greetings to you. How's it, yeah? Sa adiaction. Ensemble adiasa. Nada sotiasia. Fanase damano, ati. In the Bible. And yeah, that's what Tiase. Adia saying, you want some at the tete. Papa mo, bonimo, what Tiase. Tiase, then I sit down near the man. And then you may dear my bed is a couple of voices. And young one petty Biaka CEO NPP branch. Yadio Machika Kra Anya Macolis Maco Maco Manchester, Maco Swindon, Maco South London, Minim the air coso. Yenya wie ko baby also ni yankwa yenya voices no ebi no kwenti mi yankwa mo reps representing one ni na some voices ni na I have it yebebo ametie atimi atimi Mr. Nyanuma, friend, Miss Time. Edu Samreya, Mesremo. Yana Nibraba, unless I present you panic back. Now, Sreno. Now, Sambre over friend. Now, to do in your day. I said, yeah. Yes, Minia Daniel. Daniel Fori is online, watching us live. Obisa Amansan de Nasa na no anity. In Chanko mo bibia sambre o tie me live. Baby, I will be a show me sambre. Didn't check a sen am the mouth. Obano me who so apaso. And somebody in your week. And I perceive about boning near to a dream of home. Media, baby, woman from a non cocker. Come, Manuel, quiet a gun. Cocape. There's a baby. And you're ready. One casa judge. Although the grounds, what did you know? Break out. Everyone to say, "O mu diagro." This and your muko journey on one mefa back door. A room. Because up to now, some of them it making sense here. Yakwa, yeah, ni na machiti and some more. There's only one I can say, Temahine Jemu. Oh, Kokano, Asembato. And the what's here? How are you doing? And yeah. Yen yanamo come as I'm done through. Yes, you on you. I'll see a Danny through one well. And then you me out. And I make a question ye. Because the big team in Casa is in your far back door. Long-term service, middle school living certificate with long service. Told him that certificate. Middle school certificate, you know. Thank God for no. Nearby a check, nearby a check, nearby a check, nearby a check. Minia, I said I may catch you busy. Yamubi Wawa since 1992. Not tema community 4. Yashasiye. Yenyi tama ya wofo kura ibi. Yeyi 79 no mo diene kura fimo. 79 ni ye yan kwala no. Ye sensu mebinom. Ni ye die mo kwahye adwuma bi mu a. Untimi mmie wa no nkyire ba bi a wo. Ye ba ya che no. Ibinom koma no ntum. Oni ibinom afa na mo wia. Sadie no. Eye akaye ho. Eye akaye ho. Ye ba ya chefo no. One thing I know, they say, Yama criteria. Yachira kwanya, onuya, betimi ehune. Say, or you're qualified and or you're qualified. Yachira, did you own him? And Se onua no edi mfie mienu a de miminim na meka mom mrepamu no sampanyimfo na omdidi achi no betimi aba na makase de ye ka no ye boa na ma bechirichiri mu. Cause one thing I know, they say 2 years with good standing. You see there, 2 years with good standing. Good standing, and then I may patch. Obia, O20 dues, £10 per month. And year 5 for Nedia Keka Hono. What attendance and so. Yeah, excellento. A quay. And also, I know, say, and also Kahon. So, who tear me? Then you know, boy, beat me about the catcher me. And now, me baby. Say, yede emra bi eba. Emra na eba no. De akama me matibie. A me so me be kama onso watibie. Ne say, yesi obi wo ho a COVID period ni mu no, o de niema ekoye. Inti eno so ye be ka say ye good standing because of COVID. Ne COVID ni den same bebre bae. Inti eno so ye de be ka ho. Kofo di hu abobo ni atepo imum. Inti eho no me ni bi sini so bi na manko bi but da ya so te da form iti de ekoso nti ye beto ho ba ko so mo de be ka ho I say eniano botwene ndam was se ye behu se ebia ukọ Ghana koto aba eno so pese ne de ba ya na la kofo bogu ndam de na mo kofa bei na eno no omutwa no meboa tana ka ho yo se ka ho dia na eno so ya asemba ko eno so beto ho nti na eno no dues we say £10 per month sanso and our attendance ese no onua no so minim se ese odi 2 years ndeti ame cheche sa na ema nimu nyina ndeti ame chirichirim mrepem no mema reason ti ame chirichirim ebi enye ne ye de ni hwe ne ema bi enye ne but die miminim na me chirichirim no unless say bia obi wo bibi foforo eka. Now ade ba ko a mehu na eno so ye asem bi ajama memu ebedi hu enkomo memu because you say no this month the be chapter from kwa you know I don't want to go into we mu bebre memu ebusa bibi about dues saying your quality information nyina because enye ne mu biye bedi kuo ne ne manim ezo na me pa accounting menye treasurer so da nye treasurer na me ye financial secretary da but me busa sa question you ebia na obi nim sen me I bet me educate me wo ho say sen na kasa ne man ye no minim say wo panyin ne kura mponso no ese wo ma wani ko sa ne man mu yi eye chairman na pam for cause bibia akoso na nkoyi a chema yebebo uti subi yebo uti subi obi tua dues na obusa so me pay detailed of me we cry yesije bia dani du ne ye frɛ financial betimi de report nyina aba eye bibia me na kakra cause onua na nkasa kra na ze okuta sa information ni nyina ndi se min bia eje bia na bibia mama ajira no na me ba be busa na koya back and front na and also bibi kakra te wono so no ye be stress eno so ya de ba ko a se yetimi hwe a ya be bo abusua ke betimi aboa abusua pa one area ye be sre si ebetimi ahwe pa ebetimi ahwe pa because I want to encourage sa because metua bibia some information there anya mikuta it is wa metua ma no untimi mma me detail da da braka ya fa oni se de maka ne mrepamu no san komo no yebedi mrepamu no san komo no yebedi enye ene because ene no nka ya plans ho enye ene kra nka plans no ntino eno no ebetwa no abo ansa then attendance ne die keka ho enye no bebre nim say apologies crampo is part of attendance and also profadre in kosa side no say the American SMP and yankomu because and their voices no here more last 4 years here called to aba from that time maybe it's about 12 years in it and now 8 years 8 years Enijen Shedama MPP UK muda. Afede kwa na ekwasie. Enkoyi. Kura. Enkoyi. Kwa na ekwasie. Ibetimi akanye me PSC. Enkoyi. And obi afa ne bag no akopre ne de not ni baby nani nuanom so treso and obi ye fundraising kra usuro baby odi sika na ekọ ko bi ono de ko bi odi ono ne daache sema me kenya no asema America opro no niti akode da board so nani nuanom amoni amko team fifiri ko boa beboa aye no watu Ghana kura no afre na onim no chama nkofo ani abre papa obusa chapter chesa problem ba ko mo femu pa na sa ne ma no problem mo femu pa ya sa ne ma no asa oni unu abre na edudie nso a na unu an nko akọ ono nim nyansa no kodia how will you feel ti eno so akwakoye ade ba akoma hankrofo pa inti na ye ba beto abai isi ye betui mumma manimre mumma mesiden mumma mani emre mun choose right candidates nye cronyism oye minua minim no oba ya che otimu ache sani mani nyina no afie nkodu ba bia die ye gidi so betimi aboa amma yenko no agina yie onsuro so ka se mo nhwe na chim premier nu o meye stooge bi de ye ka obetimi akubia mayen sankrofo no ye di omudi ku ani de onne kasa no ba bia nke ye ti sa yenko yi ye MPP nanke ye how United Kingdom. Yes, you know it's a United Kingdom. Near Tikui. Na me busao. And your positions are ye creative man. Me busao. Your current government. You can fly him. And you can even a cabinet mo. Nye pose ye creative. Nya kasi ya mamu dudu say. Na de bom hunu ngwasa for yene. Yenumenyanu bebre ko fie ye mo positions bia. Minia. So you below their standard. Educational policy yeah practice organic. So gatwa michia minia michia pa enche be di chairman no Swindon enche kra emre na so awie mi busao minimum bi akra no ni chama atakrofi ra o play wo mu enemia me wo fa fum dan kwada so wo UK ha ya bubo bodin a atakrofi ko no ko pone ho kakra bi master yo go ni asta we find Alex no mo nya bi ye na si yetutu ye ni me ye ni ye ba ku kenye bibi esenza na kenye bibi esenza abusuya anunti na mre na so no emre na so fuentio nsema ye beboni tie mu din ye pa me start with the chairman ma ba first vice ma ba second vice organizer there nedman no wote when you be an contest no da meka me say kwame boaten meka na okazo oni apanya de na ye mesa iso e daibo enso kwame hu adwuma hote oh uye wadwuma yi a anya se wotutu kwan ya wo obre o ye campaign no ono okokro bi ante na meka so fa ne voice kura mra no so wan fa ma because oni obi an contest na Sarah ye nya ni yi abna wa Milton Keynes ano so meka ye because of funny way mra wan fa ma the other two ni no oni obi an contest Intino menia ye mo bibi so nim se adwuma no ntimi nya mimi kodi 1 year mi hu se eye de mami na metena me baby amo mbetimi no enkoye adwuma na da na nya nkwala adwuma. It's not about say me what title ni she me CV so de kopri bibi wo Ghana party ni be gine yie nyina no efiama no nefo abufu abankrofo mu Ghana fo bu afu Ghana fo bu afu ntina busia mummi yenhwe sa niema ni yie mummi yenhwe ni yie ayana michiao hey mi ko daibo manager para no oh yenyi konism ne niema nyina mfim yenfa akiemu bia akiemu be chiri yempa oh Missouri michia pop hey campaign managers ne baso mo hwe yie papa miniano eye ni presem ni e kanisa no ansa meko astati abobo mu names then ya bobo tips no ene yankase yete asemu a asi wo Ghana na ene na mawuza nkrofo di pictures Adamu Sakande pictures ne now fa yen papa yo asin ofa ne tu akotwi ni parte ne nso a ompe kopre MP ozo ye Canadian ene information abane say emane infa ne nam emmo ne hunu guasafo hene so ye MPBO afi na nkofo behwe the criminal side ne so de ye futu ma ye yate amano ne nyina time ye mu bi with the help of may your soul rest in perfect peace lawyer Dede Jaba o introduce me tre Kofi ene lawyer Jenim Boatin sa squad no Kofi Cranton sa time start Europa 2012 na fe na ye school ye bie studio yi ye champion ya Kofi Cranton no mo the Millionaires Club obi otie ya chenim senam ne lawyer Jenim Boatin former deputy state attorney Kentucky lawyer Jenim Michiao a champion ya rekun musu be so mo ya brochire nkomo fo so be so mo eya djuma ya che o ya kun ya ko Supreme Court ya pass adie ya pass sama no fo betimi ato aba de na keka ho ni nyina the genesis of the whole issue was Kofi ko praise and ko di MP obuzi si afifa kromu eje afifa fi mampon side o won ana e ko challenge ye na mfa nti obaye no na ye nyina ye so mu enye mu biye na ne ahwe mu media side ankofa nti atsane ma no na esa kama no ne fo nyina akora ye kosoku espe ye mranka Ghana card ya start ibamu ni emu si ebetimi aye bibia ma ye man na football ye frefa wo yo so mo mebo ne du ba bi dia ye se mo nye Ghana fo papei wa mebo abi ayo yodium moja so ewo mu ana bi wa Adamu Sakande mu akofa nsem bebre amano itino eno ne asem a ene akopiem wo Ghana yeka ne insu a menua toto a grofoda so de bola ne ne ma egum eno amatese papa bi o ma che no osa ya ohene kura aka ho ayesi ade ne kwa kogina court eno so ye asem a apie ti ye frɛ ade hye ni wo fi a ne de self futuo no amo last way America eye Se se uni obi kasa UK phone no. Uni obi ka bibi. Na ugidi se asem no. Enya no kura na se third person beti. Na ebe hawa. Mimpabo fai. Enka. Enkofa fatu o so say. Ombe recording for tembia. Me catch your voices and me wogu me ha. Si asi e bo ankene. Me tifi anki e ba be bo me kura. E ba be bo me. Nsemi bi a woti a odampem na wuti na wo sre. Especially contestants no. Obi be fro bebre atete platforms. Amu support otu ani edwa ba beto so. Unim so nyane kra support wa na so support na beto so. Then ofididi your other contestant, your opponent no so information. Oh. Not only anasa from kase uchocho mucho. Only strategizing no. Na or body other contestant na man yeah. No we team so as spicy no. O spicy no. Ade wintie ni nyema se na maye ya omu stimu omu nam no. Na asem na ye de. Ube sia obi nu amuna. Amuna pa. Amuna. Agro kakre ya o. Ahwi ni mu. Nu amuna. Obeso no be kasakra. Sankofo ne mebo nwuma momo. Unim se we part of sankofo na very. When ma gu ase wo mre aso. When ma gu ase. Koso. Make it make a just I mean person make create we bia. E ka me nku a me de mfa me ho because me woni me nkasa kra me na for dos dodo. Tu fi mu kra na e bi ba be replace. That e bia no obi nso de e be ha no. Ti e be sremu. Monhwe ba bia mo be di mu nkomo especially contestants now. Ya to abani wi a yenya ye busua baako. Ye nkomo go ni say ye be break 8 no. Eno pe ni ade ezi ehia o. Maka se ora mahama wa ye mre. Onye mre. E dey like you know dey. Eze me hu se mi nua kofi kwa chi mu nyina o mani abre. Chema kwachi mate information bi aba say wo san be pray NDC chair bi o meboa yo Winneba campus Jerry Amwa michia was the best midweek evening news watching Winneba campus michia awajene ba o se wiase yehu mia mini aba Annabelle yes virtuous for papa Annabelle Boafo. Yana minu aba no. Osi ono so hwe me live. Ya jemfi me hunso aba so pa my NDC brother, my co-brother, my church brother, my everything brother. Ya mi chia wo de so aka cho say ye be wie no ma convert o. Enko fo do mo nyum ni e. Ye wie a. Na video ni be de na be tintim. Nyame ehu. And the song you saw Casango for no one you na me for man. How mama could be the flex me chow minia. Ghana boko de. Now bibi I am a brother. And this is pen a cheyemu. Messi omo yo mu sesegbe no. Ye ni mo. Moko ha. no makoha anuma kokone Namo papa nipa mu mo sen na fofa agro kakra ko ni ebe tope onia wazi berere yan ehunde onyame ehu enzedini hu yan ebe sremo ofeli panso wonza mebe na yan momi enye baako yan bimbom konkonsa fa nkodu ba bia Nemede men konkonsa jisika gumi botom no. Wo de wo di konkonsa aboka. Eh? Ye nyina ya dwen ye baako. Ye ko pri bibi. Tumi kakra. Semai. Ah. Organizer. Secretary. Woman. Mommy and sister has to buy now. We discuss issues. Bibi ebe tonko 14. Bibi a chapter 4 be who said the bibi be bromo dachi. Yen yo we jeje mu. Chairman obegi chapters ho. Chairman obegi branch ne ho. Chairman obetimi akodi bibi abre na manfo wo kroyimu. Nesi ye pray. Sanye man nesi ye pray. Yehuwa ni ene wo sri ye year 32 no. Izuni ye gam. Na konkonsa no mo kokone. Amu de sa voices ni nyama brame no. Ye bebo ha. Now to wenya den. Enu ni sa semu we na bibi me kwaka o. His Excellency na na do no manim. Ewo Holland, Amsterdam, oni araku tie mi obedi wa dance here. Belgium chairman say, mini sources. Ye good party. Enso mo di mo konkonsa no. Ni enti obi o. Ni enti obi. Mo na mo de praying. Ni ebebo wi a. Mo say Amansan ni sources e good party. Na niema. Uma ye nimre. Ye tie issues. Ya must have a pre-sympathy vote. Ye share your home. Again, I can qualify you. I'm me checking where me home. Share me home. Is it there? Make a day my corner and be a campaign manager. I can be comprise. I could say, but well. So she didn't guasie. Infata. Ya can caso so mami. Never number can no account. Na wa weje. No wa support to be. Na onuane kwa. Onso wetimi abua onuano. Mo pre bibi papa bi diaba. Premier branch. Ene meetings ekura yentimi nye. The best COVID. Adani Zoom meeting. Nina say the sika kakra ba. Ta me kan consent sika bi abayati o. Meeting enso kwa. Na me say 2000 bi ni nyema ni emebi. Mewa. Me metrechire mu wa ha. Ba say be ka 2000 no. Munim 2000 no. Ana munim. Yesremu. Mumien pe executive sa. Bibi ometum di omobo aje. ometimi akopre bibia bafie ye besremo na etimi akoyi amaye adwen kese abai yatuwi a obi ani nkunimu no obi anso anwe o obi ani nkunimu no obi anso anwe because obia me bebo voices na me bo wi a obemu say ani di omo reps nso ebu yeye obemu say obi adwemu bobe na tadwini nyina ye ni nyina bom ye collect ni nyina near they are building the branch. Yeah, they are building the branch. The 2024 you could see Ghana. What team say at the end to say team me strong. Na etimi aboye nyina. My own message is be making kind na afi mi wia no start. Watching you live, that's Ebenezer Yaw Azazo. Yaw Azazo, yeah, now the baby and then the first time I was sending me message. In Shraba na Academy, so Ashama. I say good evening, Chairman. Watching you live from Ashama. Greetings to Mark Davis in UK and Mama Lee Wills in UK. Watching you live, Azazo Bunana. Yes, so katwa, Chairman, so katwa. Diabolic campaign manager, you. Thomas Onyeniba Kwame Boache, you. Wa unim me campaign manager papa wate. Mati mafia. Campaign manager. Nti ano na ni abra oka no. Na Onyeniba nso ye team Andy. Nti na yese abo ano. Ana me unze Mosori nso sha ho no so team cap, lawyer cap. You. Also I salute you, Meda Seminia. Team Mosori is Bebadachi. Team Ozoro was watching you live, my brother. Annabelle watching pa. Thomas, if you see you. Best week evening news watching at Winneba campus. Jerry, it's a nice one. See, oh mama, so mama so you for den. Yes, minia yaw. Emmanuel Jemfi. I say love you, bro. Ni amiso me do rough. Mini mi fie die ye beso mo awrade basre for ye pm. Boyema odi oja. Annabelle watching pa. Me that say. Yo, intino audio jaba. As the 2024 election is not easy, MPP UK might needs a strong person like Andy Usu with vision to help us break the eight. From Minia or Hinebasa, me catch you say campaign manager. Me catch you say campaign manager. Intino and also we are adaho pa. Yo. Tisamre na yanhwe the messages now. I think say asa. So vote for lawyer cap. Yes, vote for lawyer cap. Who better me send you a message about 07983131338. And you know my pray akunwano. Nipa 4 na ejina chairmanship. Enough for Nipa 4 ni ejina na year bonum. I will promise say around a year May mu. Ebehwe dodo ne lawyer Kaba dike ye interview. Ebehwe omo a ebenya omo nso etimi de omaka ho. Enye force obi opese oba no na yamano aba. Ewo mu se me supporto wo me can this time no me candidates am supporto there. But say maka no enya yefunu ba akoma. So obi min supporto obi kura na se okasa opese obekasa. If I tell her I'm a different person altogether. Ta netie. Then feel free. Na dia brawan kasa me de. Obi ka che me mami nyusu me radio ne fa nye campaign mo bi. Menya sadie no. Eno de minti menya sadie no. Intino edike aka. So last Sunday ikopie mo South London. Nipa 4 na pre chairmanship. The odi kan Yeah, and you usu. Kojo sofo. Or pribi. Sanso. Wafake. Edumata. Kojo sofo de. Miami ni aprekope. Enimi ya way back Pope John Secondary School Koforidia. Ya ka. Jezi enimi ya hopa. Enimi ya hopa. Ndina meka se mini aprekope. Ibe dwaso 2006. By then, my backroom master radio focus as their studio manager. I'm not host to program. We are going 2 months. Be our name in just our time now. I'm host to program be mid morning after Mugabe Masi. Na sa program. Yene, I'm sa produce Mugabe. Mene sankofa tete danso. Na ne produce Mugabe. So sir, sankofa call Ghana. Na me beji say adwuma ne bo me bo. We are Miami mid morning. That was the time you starting to attack Rufi no money. Kojo sofo no mo. And a small boy be odiachi. Ombe bomo no ba ya no mo so de omo dia beto aso abuachi ya dom no nana ya no mo. Omo beto aso sa. That was 2006. Ya chumbere manom. E ko fa semba na ya sapu di anim. No be pacho. E ka be ka bibiri wo. That was 2006. Ti me ka minim de meka. Ofake ye ma konta prekope. A konta me ne ota. Enye nchen. At the same time, so no ofake ye obia. Oba share communication. My first time of meeting ofake was in Amsterdam, Holland, asema na making. Yane be jom chema kunya hun tokwane ne makuma je kansan mu nyina ho. Testify to sons and some. Amene uni awre ko ye da so di ye to atare tape bi so. Aye nyimpie da, cause ya kan tem wo so. Kantam. Pa. Sa time no, nam di shia ofake. Odi ko fesi kwa bne Japan. Ya kai pa. Ya kai ni nyina. Ya kai ni nyina. Intino ene enyanu mieni then third person lawyer cab. Obi onim no lawyer cab ya me boss o. Ya me boss pa. O push me din. Me yeah. IELTS level 1. Da ofemia me continue na esa form sana ya obefele. Sanku nieme so na nkofo ya omu wi na makotrant land inform ho lawyers. Ya kan frewa no pa wi anyime ye omodin ye na timi court. Obi opese me nsa koma no. Lawyer cap. Eye ntwibu esi akokwa ntwibu esi akọ enipa ma. Jena single dia menhu akoya men tax no. Odebema asuba nso nim se men support no nso odebema me. Then the last person, Omambapa. Omambapa, remember, we were radio focus. Now, Omambapa started Divine Radio. It was enough. Divine, it was enough. And once some day, I see a car, dear Betty. Or immediate ni mapa. Yami team is also for Ben when Jessica or the Koshe Radio, you mean. You bet me about presenter CBN GDN. My judgment in our mind, Papa. Tell sir, obey ye, sign introduce you to my man, be communication officer after could be in perfio. You know, media make come and because in our nipper for Nina. I add things so be choose. The two be choose back. Adding, Omunina have played a role in our lives. You know, and you know, and you need perfume beer. And we not pay me. You got here, Kojo from now. Way, Yeah. South London. And the Nekase. For Joseph.
For the biggest battle ever in 2024. And I think that it's important we learn and we go back to basics. August will be 30 years when the party, 40 people, £200 each here in the UK to form the MPP party. And they had a song. And it's important you learn the song. So I've been teaching that song. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant is our winning symbol. We want to save God. So I want us to learn the song. So I'm trying with my voice. We are the new patriotic party, right? So I want the ladies, right? So when I say we are the new, you follow me, yes? We are the new. Good. And the man, party. Can I hear you say party? Party. Okay. So I will be the only person saying patriotic. So when I say we are the new, the ladies, you follow, we are the new. I will say patriotic, and then the men will go to party, and the men will say it twice, yes? We are the new patriotic party, party. We are the new patriotic party, party. The elephant is the winning symbol. We are one to save Ghana. The elephant is. We have to get it. So we're going to go, right? And is a big elephant. So make sure that your right hand punch up the elephant symbol. Yes? So we are the new party. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant is the winning symbol. We are one to save Ghana. The elephant is the winning symbol. We are one to save Ghana. This is the song that the 40 people crafted with their £200 each to form the party in Ghana, the party that we belong to, the party that gave Ghana free SHS, the party that gave Ghana free maternal care, the party that gave Ghana NHIS. Kukuru! Give me this party. I'll finish. I can now say my thing. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, I'm here in South London today. And in 3 minutes, I want to use only 30 seconds to deal with a very interesting issue. Politics is about vision and it's about message. It's not about damaging anything. So in South London, if you ever hear that if you were to vote for Andy Wusu, I don't know how Andy Wusu alone can bring Bawumia or Alan Chamatin to become a presidential candidate. I also don't know how Andy Wusu alone will rip the constitution and then cancel all chapters. So politics is about message and vision. So if anybody can say anything about Andy Wusu, but that is the only fear they will put in you, please let the people talk to you about message, what they are going to do for MPP. This is what I want to do for MPP. South London is the policy bank of the National Party. And I'm going to explain something. It is here in South London that the idea of free SHS was mooted Southland in 2014. This is the place that I only came to a vetting, whether I could be a chairman. And I was vetted by people like Dr. Amansan. And from that day, I started calling him God. This is Southland. But I've also learned a lot from Southland. It was Southland that in my house, 30th June 2013, we mooted the idea that chapters needs to come and stay. And today, we have chapters everywhere. Isn't it surprising that the person's house, where the idea of chapters were mooted, is now being told as the one going to go to chapters? It is Southland that decided that we have to have the office of special observer. And I used to joke that Dr. Sarah will be the first. Please, my vision is there. I want to bring MPP UK back to where it began. And that is what I want to do. And three things. We have to have our policy wing back. And I know with the people of Southland, we have to bring the policy wing back. But of course, in Southland too, we wanted the idea that it makes no sense that Senegal, and today we have the Barbados woman who came to seek independence to speak, who has British passport and Barbadian passport, and we call her a Ghanaian. We said the death of Adam should teach us a lesson. That you are only Ghanaian when you are sending money. But you should be a Ghanaian when you are contributing to the policy. If you are putting $3 billion into the economy through remittances, then your voice matters. I want to lead MPP UK and with the support of Southland and show that Article 94, which has been in Parliament since 2018, is pushed. Finally, I have seen 4 people who have passed away in my time. I have seen 3 people who have been terminally ill in my time. Here, and I've seen how sorry the state was. The cost of funeral is not coming to sing your snake, your snake cost around £10,000. The cost of funeral. And if we want our children who don't follow us to MPP meetings to be following us, then we have to show that your time here makes you a hero. And we have to come to your rescue and support you. So I say, because I'm so passionate that I want to create a Heroes Fund, I will be the first person putting £10,000 into that Heroes Fund. Because politics of MPP is giving, not taking. I'm here to serve you. I'm not here. Okay, that will not be time. Okay, right. So it's quite important for us to revive, rekindle, and be ready for the biggest battle ever in 2024. And I think that it's important we learn and we go back to basics. August will be 30 years when the party, 40 people, £200 each here in the UK to form the MPP party. And they had a song. And it's important you learn the song. So I've been teaching that song. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant is our winning symbol. We want to save God. So
Yo, at your firm say, what ye asema yenua and the usu so edebaye. Obechere di ojiri se oba. Yeto abanema na obeye. Na baby I want no busamia mebo modern achirechire mu. The voices are me nyina but modern na twetwe hu nsem nyina. Baby I want to ask no busamia. Yankofa lawyer cap. Yen twibu esi akọ.
I'm sure most of you have seen me somewhere or heard about me. I am trying to be years, we have lost so much influence. Some of you may agree, or some may disagree as well. That we have lost a lot of influence. So, if you elect me, I want to re-empower us. I want to bring back that influence that we once had back to the UK. How am I going to do that? I believe that we can take over the whole NPP, the whole National Party, if we plant our members in key positions. So come say next 2026 party elections, we plant our people in key positions, we will win key posts in the party, and then we can get our views heard. We can push in any policies that we wish the National Party to implement in Ghana. We are not going to sit somewhere and wait for John Boyd to take his time, come to us when he wants to. No. Now we want the power. So that is one of the reasons why you should select me as your chair. We are 30 or so years old, but sorry, we cannot boast of the place that we can call our home. We can call our office or our address. We are homeless. We are still a virtual party. So if you select me as your chairman, we will start working towards achieving something that we can call our place. The place can host so many events, party events, and our members, non-members, rent out the place, host their own private events as well. So that is one of the plans I have for this parish. And I'm saying this, well, it's a joke, but not a joke. I was listening to the anthem, and I have some issue with the anthem. I think the composers didn't really consider the possibility of us. It's possible we going into a position. We keep saying we are formed. What about what are we going to sing when we go into a position? So maybe I can help to remove that from the anthem. Please, when you go to the polls on the election day, Andy has been trying for the past 4 years to bring back the influence that we once had. He has been working with Kwaku Kanza for 4 years. If he could do it, why hasn't he done it? Andy cannot do it. Neither can Ofake, because Ofake too has been running the affairs of this branch from Kwaku Kanza away for a few years in the pandemic. And now you've seen what he can do. It's me you haven't seen what I'm doing. And I'll serve you as much as
Yo, I tell for na lawyer cap and so the no the anonso e de brayen so the medical akano unti bibia se na oma mihu a mecheche ni nyina mu ama wate ase de obia beka be bia to ye nyina yasum me ade ba ko a eye me de Heroes Fund na andi kaso de 10,000 betum ade ba ko a click me pa lawyer cap so say Andy waye research officer wafake enso se waye acting ache intino waye adwuma ni bi se ono ne yanso ne hweye ti yemfa emma no eno ne ensama me sha date wo omhopa ya beko omamba pa ho omamba pa yo mamba pa so de abetopono so yeti omamba pa die na wie no na yakofa that day no bi na kasama ofa ke wo South London tini odi okoka wo East London no me dia no beba na minimsa North London so andi so bi kokasa ho eno so echi na no so beba ye wie ni nyana fe ye si first vice second vice then edidi so but say me kind organizer na Sarah there out tiyengo tie where your man papa change
is coming. Change is coming. No business as usual. No business as usual. I say it. Yeah, but she said the floor. Thank you very much. You see, the policy is I believe in two things. I believe that if you keep on doing the same thing, you cannot get a different result. Oh, sorry. Okay, my name is George Odu, aka Omai Papa. I didn't graduate Omai Papa. The branch has been in existence for 30 years. They said they're in there and behind. They've got 30 years, August, 30 years. A lot has gone on within the last 30 years. But in the last 4 years, I want to concentrate on the last 4 years. Because we've been going around, I've been doing a lot of listening talk. And I'm hearing only one thing. People are not happy with what has happened in the last 4 years. People are complaining. Say, no one can pursue. Things haven't actually gone on well. So they need change. See, that change is coming. No, it's not just a mantra. It's the people calling for it. The chapters around the UK, they said they can't have the same interview. Because if you vote for these same people that have been part of this current executive, don't expect anything different. I want to make something clear. Chairman, with all due respect, allow me to continue like this. You see, like my brother Cap said, we all have our policies. But in order for this policy to actually work, to benefit you and I, we need change. Because if we don't bring about this change, and then we allow the same old faces I need. Some have been in existence for years, they haven't done anything. And today they come and say and tell you if you vote for me, I'll do this. You have been around. What have you done? So I was expecting that some of them that have been around will come here and say, I have done this, I have done that. I have been a research officer, I have done this, I have done that. That is why I expected, please. That's what I expected from the research officer. You see, you talk about what you have done in the last 4 years. I had an interesting conversation this week. I had a call from a woman who happened to be part of the research team of the party. She said to me, oh my Papa, we've been around for 4 years, we have not even had one meeting. One meeting. They have not even met once. Meanwhile, I have a research officer. But the members are saying they have not even met once to deliberate on anything, to conduct any proper research that can help the communicators to do their work. Communication, it's also the fault of the research team. If the communication is not working, we have to blame the research team as well. What have they done to support Kweku and then the other communicators? I am a communicator. I come from Luton chapter. I'm the communication director for Luton, so I know what I'm talking about. We have not had any help from the research team. And then I go to Wafake. He has been assistant for 4 years now as the second vice. And he went to Sweden. When he went to Sweden, he said something that for the last 2 years, the other chairman went to Ghana. They would not do anything. So he has been acting for 2 years. Ask yourself this thing. In the last 2 years, has there been anything better? Nothing. So I'm saying to you that if you want to see something new in your life, you need to vote for someone different. A new face of the party. What try and go in? Okay, I'm going to try it.
Yo, and also a onyeneba. I was on my papa. On my papa, and so dear na that day no. Na wafake ni ho. Said them di kan no. You modern abo ni tape for amano. But before I bought that tape no. You bebo modern say the obe representing no ho. Yebeka the okafa ne ho na yenyina yetimi atiase yi ntimum yentie. You see it's going too fast. What said that no. Enti yebebo aba menyusi a friend of Gloria aka of a campaign team ne ho. Obekasa man ti ibeti na yewia ono ankasa nso tape che bebo so the make no yenim se anizumo bi ko kasa man no North London omutu pe mate se nkofo akokasa ma won so bi nso nim ba bi a so obi akokasa ma obi a obetimi amamie hu na obi anso atimi atibi na ya metwa me damage wa haze yawo wo boni pa mienu ipe e boni pa mienu ipe ne intino so unim ba bi nso a obetimi ya wie omunyina de ya wie no ye back in time messages no na etimi aboa yengo tu aba himani ni so na me di kan ye no die ekoso ewo south sada no enama emra mbo modern ma abahime so kasama wofake na medike akase emrepemu no ewo modern se yebebo eye the okoka yen so wo eye east sa voice ni ni
responsibility as a second vice chairman. Says a big for me here to be a part with one. And as a big for one now, as a subject, we call it in the funeral director. And also, I come to money. And also, me pensa, sometimes not very true. But you must come in our say, oh, my son, Ubia, or one Woman small beer. Sammy was also so a poor dear. Now, Sammy Pano, a costumano, and my Junior, me, Betsy. Now, yet be there. I may be able to say, if I'm about win, I may have been you with me. Now, yeah, it's 7. Piano, so I did it to say, or say, yes. Once a week. What the premier, and I had the year, Juana, a member of BP UK, at me, at you, who shoots me on par, that's a young man, I'm a young man, make you in, I'm a young son.
Yo, we wafake ankasa so ne kasa yi. Sem di kanka ye no. Oba Gloria ko kasa mano South. Na ono so ani abre kasa wo. Eye East. Na sani pa mi ni. Sa time na so no. Na ohene ba enso kasa wo North. Ama Andy. Ohene ba enso kasa wo North. Ama Andy. Ono so chere nipa ko a ono so ne candidate ne eye. And I know say nkofo etie yesu hu de ono so ne candidate no betimi aye Andy Owusu. De ono so betimi aye. Enteno ene me hu say no so ene na papa. Ohene ba chere niema ne candidate so betimi aye. Enteno ebetietie no nkakra mse wanya da aje achichim ntie
Chapters no obegubi obekike album motini nyina enye nkore Randy was at the confirm be Mike Asamo be party so by also be chapters nibi and no and then one and my no flat the by you Randy so bad and yet chapters nibia on information no.
Yo, we here about chapter formation. Onsem, yente de hanso de oka.
And then pay for executive, same when the game Casacra. And say, Moke t-shirt here, Shabia. Na and Shabby, and the baby. And then the bonus said the penny for you na any cano. And Renason says here to Abba. You might be people, or came up be more be like and some more back up a year, I also buy a confirm by year of the day. And Renason said, if you must buy a bet to us.
Yo.
If you move to us, you run and you soon. And the Diaba, Senior Moya Duma, a year MPP UK branch election. Also known to executive. Na se je wako be abon to one chapters in the corner hakra wapa na de
Yo, memfa awajene ba je men posem say ahade no o ma chiche menhwehwe full one mum na memfa anu momumra na bisua mutimi entini nyina asiye and menya trans so de ma shebo say ene mebo ni nyina kosi se porta kra ka ho a porta de mu betimi atie na full video ni nyina beto YouTube ubetimi akwakotie ni nyina se content ma betimi akotie ni nyina na mo am starting judge yengotie full tape no anie
na and baby any baby and then the bonus said the penny for you na any cano and Renason says here to Abba. You might be people, okay, might be movie, like some more back up a year, and you also buy the Renason say
aba ebe to aso ebi mu be to aso yewura ade aso edi di aba senya kokon ya adoma eye MPP UK branch election so no ebe se na se je wa ko be bi upon to wa chapters to na ahapra wa ba na da bia de wo kan ija nyoma mensa so network no ade die ye wa hai me bra penny the senior and abai ye ira sai and now say in here will be our network our to ne safro obi here bibi obetimi aboa no and no network say me bra wa hai and now say network any more another way of sitting the team say here bibi e won ho a usana obeboa and no network the toss be a resources ye ba be to aba 2024 enye easy ye wo opposition no ene ye so fa Richard ye first camera ye fa nyomamra ye trifika me e corner 2024 ye ja sika ye de be kuwa party ahokeka no se de benya ahokeka na ye de akwa party no ye nya obi a obetimi apuli resources obetimi ye fundraising na what the aqua boa party and no need run use. The toss view a strategy I the very 2024. Yeah, no. Who network now or resources. Now we need quiet the first one. You very winning election now. We are quiet. You run use senior now now the 2 million sir. And quiet here over first resources, network, any strategy here of work, I'm a party, and first far, you very really your now, depending now, Sandy Bar, chapters no, Obeku, Obeki Kebiamu, Mutini and Yen Craig. You randy, or see a couple of you baby. My dear, some baby. Party is to buy, also be here, chapters sleeping. And no, and no one, and my yeah, no flat here by. You run this over. And yet, chapters Nipia, on more information of a bano about the stream. The order than I know Atiada no, or very Bible, or Birmingham, or Matiada, or Bano Bidicha Maya. Chapters now Tiada now more 4 million. 2024, you're very near. You're Yadu. And 20 me, Mark, no, make us say, chapters Nipi, ye can be a woman, I say. Mutina and Yanopre, or by Yakopo Yaduma, chapters on the baby film, na Yaba account. Name could be 2024.
Yo, and also here on Yeneba and a day Andy in some and so by ye. Yama mi obekasa ya Gloria Mayete say of a key and opa a year numere and a jo at the chair of Freno. Obeba of a cancer di kai say guru boy adwuma no so bi watching no passport office na koboana na ato ni din ni nyina odo so be kan ye oyere ba so be kasa no awon me ate say ono so the candidate so ye de twato so bi ato ne so ba chapter me kwa me member of a chapter no they say me kwa me chapter formation they say me dia kama yirem. And also tia me so, yetia so. Iti ono to say na me kura me fie kura ne koye for mo years obetie ne first way by ya. It was south. Ya dream was here for more chapters. Inti die na nkrofo kan and no na me di kan me boss anwum no. So nyame ehu no. Say nkrofo start to twan some to nkrofo so we a guru boy, we good chapter, we a way we the way sika we some needs to stop. Yepe issues na yetimi adwem hu ye nipa nai ababe kasa ama yenyina yetie bi yankeka messages no as am ya call first vice is me refie calling me amenu calling me ni tape bia wa ha ti Ofan chemi ono penny ni panso mentimi amfre no enye se meyi na fimu ni sa power no se metimi eyi obi afim Gucci na eyusu adwuma Gucci uyusu adwuma we de ascending message ese ujai ose Amansan osre ose good evening boss. Money alone is not the most important factor ahead of 2024. The NPP UK branch needs a credible leader to rekindle the party and connect the members in UK to the government. Okay. And now if he over beer your friend Evans Manasseh, my name no say either our how, so our Ghana, so Russia, so Ukraine, but this and I know I'm Ronaldo abani nsemu nyina. Ronaldo aba ni nyina mu. Yanhwe say Vivian Force. I say okay. Abranton and Evans, I say yes, it's difficult to choose between them, but Andy is skillful in the game, like a team having Ronaldo, Messi, Mpepe, and Yame. Okay. Hey, who is singing? Gucci. Koda. Ate. Koda wanikum. We was as a mena me tonyo. Na me tonyo amene nya densen wo de. Mene enya densen wo de Gucci. Asakwa minim sasen ho. Pada ku yemi enu emegina ha ne yenhwe. Yema nkrofo ankasa anye wi. Ade yenhwe. Hey. Asa sempa yetia from Vivian Force. Asempa yetia tama ajene ba kasa no. Ose ahiri ba ne kasa ye tin do Blagoria de ne de obejira wa kukuru akan ya se wa fakiri ye friend a oba obia pene de master planner Kintampo say Andy really deserves the chairmanship. I urge all the delegates to vote for Andy. If Andy joins the national chairman in Ghana, who will also be elected soon, trust me, the elephant will write the history. Just listening to his presentation and message, very clear, and hope. There's hope in it. Okay. Master planner, Sade Bios, greetings to Andy Owusu and Efia MPP. And also the message by yo. Yankofa Yenua Edmond Setre, and also Dini.
My deputy organizer, assistant secretary, parliamentary candidate.
I no preferred vice.
Terrific communicator. It's rather unfortunate, say, a communication and break it down. I can't remember when somebody was a communication director. We had interaction with Ghana. All the time. Now, you need Ghana, it is in Samoso. It is insane, we see me back, the person here, first vice. Let me didn't experience the war. I party, I bet one chairman, and the executive to move the party forward. Your legs can cry, walk room, your legs can cry, walk Ghana, you know, a bed, Abu. Obiara Obepa as a leader or a chairman, and not such a better than a high. You know, we are then you will be bold enough. Say, we got in the I'll tell you. Thank you. It's as simple as that. Man and the Kunduni, the idea we are, and I'll come out and say, hey, again, I am, and yet, it's no, and yet, idea, one party. Let's have a grassroots. It's grassroots. As I said, a pure party. As I said, pure. Because those days, the courthouse in market, any other places, you could travel, you could MPP, called 7 sisters, near MPP, sell a tray, Amansan. And on the man MPP, a year, Cabega, and then a timid core Yagosi 2016. So, shut a free 2008, a basic 2016. Say, enthusiasm and never part. Any and then, enthusiasm come back. It was there, say, Saturday, 8 and then you're 30. Your best friend. So, say, there be a room. It is a party, no. You're a candle, now Obiara, ever come out near Bois, you move party forward. It's not unfortunate, again, said, almost so obey leaders, our party, or Ghana, Oma Wine, and no crow, or car, no Akaka. Those days, no one no more, and you know, who said, Premier branch, anyhow. Near Ringo, Romney, Casa, Naco Ghana to Oko. This current executive, Omotesa, your best friend. This is saying, party in the percent, the Santos for another 4 years. The man bends and the farm as I see a kind of boom. No, Pierre will say, I'm part of your party back. It's necessary, or yet be a bit. The last time we had communication is Chama Law Council. Those days, now we are resident communicator, Amansan Radio. We are resident communicator, Voice of Africa Radio. I've been TV jobs and all that. SSS say a sign, and on a man, MPP, will be here, Juma. Just here, now, when you're child, that's a see a percent of Juma, Yadia. As a so come by a year, say, year says that you're born, and do my mouth, as I say, now, Sunny betting at home, there's a vibrant communication team from here. Almost take a great piano budget information, and I get it on me. Because that's about 2 oil. Now, say, machine, I say, now, I say, somebody, yeah, but you get information come on it costs only 7,000 to buy a new one. And it tells you how we were in this party and for another matter, England for us to influence. It is a person say party here, Yaniara, I in a necessary here at the end, I hear they who say in premium branch. Yet to support to your child, a child has your vision.
Yo, I know you're Edmond Secretary or corporate first vice. Edmond, you may also say, I want some mutie FDA. Edmond, you will be your FDA. So, years back, that's about 8 years ago. Now, you then started a Juma FDA. So, and then. Mini Edmond, or pre MP, na Osanko be mini P, to me prepare my bag and walk right channel. By a coin you couldn't kugu, na ya buy a buyer. Tell all kind of communication or by training what a crayfee mo. Was a esana na Utima bo kakra. It they say was samba. Yet seen a casa, sevim, my paso. Or not yet. As I'm not seeing on yet, when they complete baby now, you decide there. One Ujina, Intino, and also no. You got here, Yenya, so Collins.
Thank you so much to all of you for giving me this opportunity tonight. You know, very into my vision, dreams, and aspirations. Why I want to contest for the first vice championship. I'm going to speak in both English and Greek. My main motivation is driven by my desire for the empowerment my name is Collins B. My main motivation for contesting for this first vice championship is driven by my desire for the empowerment and reunification of the branch. And when it comes to empowerment, it's twofold. Mine is to get Ghanaians in the diaspora, registered with the present Ghana explain it at all. I mean, Ghana for you, you're poor, you're cheaper. Let's say you be see a soon boy. They answer your opportunity. Yeah. To say Ghana card, if they are linking bank transactions, if they are linking SIM cards. Now, see, I hear Ghana, yes, we are working. Yeah. Said, you apply for passports and what we have. Move for 2 million pay first version. I'm missing to the Ghana card to be to apply. My second thing about the empowerment is about ROPA. That is the Representation of the People's Amendments Act. And this is an act that was passed in Parliament about 14 years ago. But what have we been able to do about it? The Electoral Commission continues to come with the reason that they don't have the actual required resources for its implementation. So, we have all the bar. Make you more continent. Ama, yet you want me to yet you know. Now, one point is said we can happen. Every year we are remitted at the 3 billion on the topic. Now, we say, Jubilee House, and I got a their voice is 3 billion. But between say, a Panama, a Bendia bar, yet, or the assembly. Obedia Samotum, Obetaki, you probably promote power. Say you bet more for 2 any MP that is so, send this that is so. So I'm sending almost the sachet no one year on your baby. Now, way idea is more opportunity. Some of the opposition. Now, the point is said, now we'll pay no representation of people. I'm not, you could show it in Kumara. In one, we are in your bar. Today, they are putting the Electoral Commission chairperson. Said the whole people have very well. The immediate pass check, Electoral Commission position will say, my direct sister in law, the bar is taken over for black person. They do not walk upon the person. Indeed, you are planting now and I'm saying, you are doing yet to be a woman. You wouldn't have been my baby, people so soon as so, we say for us, you meet me. Before the 2016 elections, we must speak to Tatan House in James Square, almost 3 months and 3. Let me share our policy and transmitting you from our speech. Share no, yet, since I'm a high commission, Mr. Victor Smith, and this time. Yami and son, no, Zama, must not be between you and Waba. I hear your parcel in or said, oh, yeah, resources now, or we the road tea or the child, but we really yet. What is speaking here? When you speak, now, your opposition could be the check, then now you're welcome. Yes, I'm going to break the 8. And when this was even, the last year comes the reunification of the branch. We are a team going, we are paying for the judgment, someone with Sankawe and Benetisa, because in the saying never come with a Busia to a power, 1969, and we are proper to when we said, in Kamuya, some of the prior, what you say, what the prior we took our home, and we will come on. And you were told me, I said, I told you, what I wanted to come, she was 120. But we were going to do more. Was I a career, and you're free for 2 years. You prefer the external, but it's not to uncle. No, I'm not coming.
Yo, baby, I am a day, pie, and your ma or boy, and a pie, or we. We bakuna bua, nebu. But the bomb not say, bua, imu. Intino, your best say after the election, you never be together. Na ya say prayer ya chichireno. Na ya ko face 2024. Na ye nso pe Collins. And also pay first vice. Yawa current Manchester chair Alex Manson and also pray first vice. Okopie mu enye miamete yese na oprepa sanko beba south. That the traffic bi ande wo nenye fedi agro. Nti eni opanyi dimirika mumu ko east ko kasaye. Nti na umyenkotie ono so ne nsem.
And then the first time I'm going to be eating. But I know just members of what have officers in here. I hear you watching. If you say a nothing now, you say, if you walk out, you bet to me so and the other branch. And the after you say about where I pass you, Namia upon Nasa. When for at the character, no more peer corner. Yes, so Yabba. Na ya bedan ya besrem say ya be person ya call for the first vice chairman of the MPP UK branch. Na you obi be bisa say the na if you person will call for sir. I'm say you are only a and I was very happy say me by and now we were discussing an issue FIA in our branch and the way I was receiving the message, say unanimously, I believe that we are also discussing that issue. That was a various chapter. Time in that by, I'm waiting, I said, if I can't time I'm going to at the same time, we meet. Good. Indeed, being part of the executives, you have to see the makeup of MPP UK, is the chapters. Chapters, the map branch, a branch. Good. And that is why I'm so happy, say, and then my back East London chapter. I say, maybe now some of us, now, yeah, boy, he said, it would be good, say, best friend, chapters, So why not say, yeah, share your numbers, and yeah, the not London, soprano, yeah, chapters. And then I'm very proud to say, yeah, chapters across the London. East, South, West, and then North. As you see, East London chapter, involvement in the branch, participation, a very, very incredible contribution. Into your parcel, before on there, when you are an executive, you have to listen what is going on the ground. The members pen was with your mouth. With that experience, men coming from a chapter, you are aware about Manchester chapter. That's why I did chapter never be true. Am I at said the chapter deal? Said the every shower into your pobia, and yes, all my promises said, may you say, and I said, what to mommy, I had the way back. Knowing very well, said, what the person is saying, it will be difficult to implement that thing. And if you mark a chapters here, it been an icon. If you crowd one of being crowd, phone call or person woman of food, that alone, member may happy with it. And your appointment. Inti may stress East London, at least India don't want to Shiameda, don't want to Tinida, don't want to Yuma, Yaya or Manchester, and not only Manchester, a bad branch in one, and maybe by a number of women in Cemetery London. I meant but I was very regular in all activities happening at the branch, team. And am I what members want? So I've been campaigning on the policy of understanding the dynamics that goes on the various chapters. The East London chapter, you call Manchester chapter, you call North London chapter. You who say, oh, what do you need now? I did about when this is. I didn't in a branch. You can say, the chapter CP, a bamboo branch, into young share, may consider that. So that is why I'm saying, sir. Say, Yamia, Dona, Sabin, Yanuba, Moma, a complicated form, sir. East London, Madame Roma, Moshe Yuma, Bianoya Mekan.
Yes, the why you be done, and I have one so. That's why the chapters need to go through. And I am also pleased to say, sir, I have had the opportunity to serve under 3 past, including the current executive or past chairperson. The experience that you never free or more, Chairman Takrufi, under his tenuation, no assignment to take care of the northern side of UK. That is why we have this, the Liverpool, the Hall. Before Hall started, I was a key player. Chairman Takrufi entrusted that whole chapter under my care. I think Chairman Amansan also they saw the good jobs that we were doing. They also said we should continue. And gladly, those chapters, they are inaugurating Binomo are up and coming, like the Liverpool. My message is very simple. Let us get somebody that understand the dynamics at the various chapters, and ever am the branch, I come up with a policy, they are favorable. Now MPP UK now in the past, the boy will be a castle MPP UK. Now in Nano, they fire to my peripheral. And you really buy the balance. Now, Masanso, I take this opportunity to thank you for your support. It just recent 10th anniversary, Obama AFM, chapter leaders, and I didn't know ever tired. But just say,
yo, Alex, Che, our Manchester. I know, sir, to say no, Uncle Bio, and Yanum Yenubina, Eba Primary Pemono. Almost your best, almost one interview, live interview. Be next week, yeah. As on my battle, no, Abaso. And never Virginia Kunya. No, pray, first vice. It will branch. Yamra, second vice. So the medical canal. Yaba modern see ebe boni nyina ne. There is our mra, tie uni mra na so be kokora na. It didn't go YouTube. Internet fee ochinako. It will be on all the platforms. Na motimi inso eti. Omi engoti. Where IB or praise second vice. Our list.
Share of tickets, and I've also got my fair share of accidents. So in any case, I came all the way from Leeds, not to tell South Londoners, not to seek your support based on my appearance. I'm not asking you to support me based on my gender. I'm not asking you to support me based on my religion. I'm not asking you to support me based on my tribe. All I'm asking you to do is to support me based on my competence. And with that, I've got only 3 things to tell you. Basics. Ibrahim Abdul Mumone, a lot of people call me, know me by ID. So I've got only 3 things to say. I'm not going to dwell too much on giving you unrealistic promises. Because the role of the second vice is not defined in our constitution. So a lot of people have the section that is something that is very difficult to just give promises, unrealistic promises that will be very difficult to fulfill. So the 3 things I'm going to tell you about is who ID is, what has ID done, and what is ID going to do. Who is ID? I'm the current secretary for Leeds chapter. I'm also the secretary for Nasara UK. I'm the immediate past youth organizer for Leeds chapter, of which I supported in organizing youth events within the chapter, party in the past, etc. My profession, I'm a social worker. I've been practicing for over 10 years. I was also a teacher in Ghana before I went to Legon, and I participated in personal activities before coming to UK and then joined the army, served 5 solid years, and after that came out to join MPP UK. And having joined MPP UK, I've just mentioned the positions I've occupied. What has I done? I've done a lot. Like the chairman mentioned, all the way from Leeds. And I've already mentioned that it's been a regular feature. There's no party activity in London that I don't come around. If you ask any of the contestants, they will tell you how difficult it is to be on the M11, going to Manchester, going to Hull, going to Leeds, going to Nottingham, going to other places to campaign for. But this has been something I have been doing. I haven't started doing that just because I'm looking for a branch position. It's just my passion for the country. It's just my service. And NPP prides itself with service, dedication, loyalty. These things are central. And that's why our party is the only party that has survived for that long in Ghana, because it's based on these things. It's based on service, loyalty, and all these things. So what is IB going to do? What IB is going to do is linked with what IB has done. And I'm sure the executive bench mentioned about membership drive, which is central. That's one of the things that I'm going to support. And they also mentioned about dues payment and resources. These two things are the ones. No political party, be it in the West or in our part of the world, that is Ghana, that can survive without these two things: resource mobilization and then membership drive. In terms of membership drive, we were struggling in Leeds as a secretary for this chapter. We were struggling with dwindling numbers. And what we did was to institutionalize what we call data, research and data. And by that, this thing was repeated. And we began to appreciate our numbers. Our numbers were appreciated based on these things. In terms of membership drive again, what I intend to do is to ensure that we have inter-chapter activities. Ghanaian groups are something that we can also exploit. Austria, Ghanaian group, the shared groups and other things to improve our numbers. This is what we can do to improve our numbers. In terms of resources, like I said, no political party can survive without these things. Human resource, we've got a lot of human resource within us. How do we exploit that? How do we utilize that? How do we handle that? Finance, we need to be able to lobby current and past branch members, those in Ghana, those who are in appointment in Ghana, and those who are working in other places, to mobilize resources. Logistics is important, and I really have got track record in doing all these things. As Secretary for Leeds and as National Secretary, which I led resource mobilization for our adopted constituency. And for the first time in the Northeast, we won 4 out of 6 seats, of which 2 of those constituencies were MPP and National Adopted Constituency. Thank you.
I know IB is so Okopre second vice. The next person, Afia Enimwa Ajimai. Dodona Freno, Afia MPP, and also a day, Nasem Eba. Wamunim no, me and the campaign manager. But I have remember if I bias be yet you know an casa.
Thank you very much. My name is Rosemary Efia Enimwa Ajimai, popularly known as Efia NPP. And we say South London there. I feel like this is my second home because there be a Zoom meeting now. You welcome me there. It is a privilege to see you face to face. I'm contesting for the second vice chair of the branch, and everywhere I go, I preach on 3 things. If you look into our constitution, there's not much responsibilities outlined for the second vice position. Therefore, I sat down and I'm and said, then I'm going to be TV. And see, I came up with 3 things, and I've named it effective communication through the use of digitalization and social media. Secondly, helping in acquiring an office for the branch. And thirdly, women empowerment. I will start with effective communication through the use of digitalization and social media. When we talk about mobilization, I think when we talk about digitalization, we MPP are the champion when it comes to digitalization. But we in the diaspora who have access to all these modern technologies, what are we doing? MPP UK has been in existence for 30 years. But if you go to the branch website, are you able to find all this information there? We should be able to have a website where when you go there, you will know the formation, how MPP UK was formed, who were the founding members of this party, so that the generation that will come after us, they will know where we started from and where we are going. When we talk about mobilization, we have passed the era where we pursue a joining party now. We see Brenny Pass Messi, Koje Friends, Sam Reno, and Ray Dania, now what the name movie. You can see making the party look attractive for people. And to say you're digitalizing now, or be pursue or join here, or call your branch website where all our chapters are there. Your policies now will be now are joining. All this information will come straight to the secretariat. Communication. Communication is not only about going on the radio station, it's very broad. Social media play a very key role when it comes to communication. Facebook, NDC Kumase, NDC Wahwai. Then I also as a party to attract all these people. Because youngsters, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Waha, as a party, and we'll see a senior social media account on all these social media. Then you may be sending information now out there. It's a way you will be on Facebook, or bet me and what Twitter, when you know Twitter, or bet me and what Instagram, when you know how bet me and Waha. And that is what I am bringing on board. So I can say about one in your officer. Every say you for organizer or can say acquiring of property has become very easy now compared to previously. I've been in real estate business before, so I know what I am talking about. Party, you're afraid with the premium branch in the diaspora. Now we cannot boast of a place of our own here. I think it's something that is uncalled for. There were 16 recognized chapters in the UK. So you can see a fundraising. Chapter beyond £2,000 or £3,000. It is enough for us to put down as a deposit to acquire a property of our own. We meet once in a month. The rest of the days, what can we do about it? We can rent it. We will generate revenue from this same property, which can even help us to pay towards our monthly repayment. I'm a bit many of us also be a supporting welfare. Thirdly, I talk about women empowerment. And we say you're current executive, elected executives now, or baby, but it's not like saying near man. We need to encourage the women because we have able and competent women amongst us who can do the job. So we need to encourage them to also take up this leadership position. So I say that let the voice of the feminine be heard at the highest level of men. It's South London, we buy a I fabra na february wa say e be ya in the bit me make the
yo ene ye afia MPP na ono so yate ne nkan tina chair person's position ni nyina no yetimi awie se say emiri ni wa maye e betumrika akọ eye secretaryship na yetimi ane maka me say esi yetimi iwie because emiri ni wa maye intino esi yetimi iwie ni nyina na yetimi hu se yenya sa tape na enyanu betimi akobo etie tambia adika so akase by May se yewie chapters de no ehwe se ibetimi nyampanyimfo ni bia na mo akasa so abaha ni yen ababe kasa yankofa secretaries no na yene omonkasa we start with otu na current secretary our sabe preview
at that time, but now we can be a patriotic nearby landing. See the mini in at our own expense, but part of the money when your woman, you will be sure to be my 2 years to come out and won't find your won't find more way. So 1 year so do she can yes, and you may want to push your party. So, I'm quality. Now, eventually, Saturday, Godwin, and an you organizer. Now, you want to grab a man within a short possible time, or maybe the secretary for the youth. I think for anybody yet said, man, youth. That was within the shortest possible time. At that time, like I said, now that's so Bristol. Going for 2024, and I'm paying for, and I said, no, for no more habits of Pamela Sarah, the Fragasare, Venice, and you of James, Omunya, almost a YFE. Almost secretary in everything. No one can be a baby, you man among. Almost 2 men in Sumian, or many that told me. Now, I'm so a human. Kakra, the meaning, almost share me. The man miss me and me the home FY. 2018, 2016 actually, going for it. Branch, that was the first time at NPP UK across all the events, among all other chapters. Your first constituency adoption committee, which was headed by Munipa, Mr. Uwa Bebu. On the human branch in the human share, and on try and issue Mr. Kazel, so Mr. Kapna, but I never want me, I mean, I mean, but one and so Emma start time NPP UK out of 10 constituencies I adopted, you really move 70% success rate, maybe see that. Well, I think 7 so Kakami, the boy, and a man again, including a buy 2018. Your boy home morning so a crack or branch elections here, in your Acosta and a bay secretary. Now, I'm child in more Ghana. When you more Ghana, so branching paying for us, so about hope, every pass to 1 year per se, we see the Acosta name. Now we are human, was a human, why you be paying? You know, what show actually be asked when you make human, and I be up to now. You call 2020 election. 2020, we pay a demand money. The Ghana for register, and somebody went back to Ghana and vote. So I said, it's a demand what to move over here. And yes, over the position on our home and our church. I was said, we are a demand. See, in Ghana, you have to be in Ghana. In UK, you have to be in UK. And the church said, oh, yeah, demand, I'm a party. Dear men, I person, if I have any say, you'll be party calendar. In fact, you Google calendar you use. It is a human open, a human Indian also who said again the room. I will never be able to. It's already possible for my meeting. No, I'm sure. What is it? It's no. Now, the other member, I'm person me. In fact, two key things are back. And the branch must be one. We need to complete our constitutional review committee. Human rights here. It needs to be done. And as a secretary, I will ensure, I'll push that idea, and make sure it is done. Secondly, election, I think it's about time our NDP UK will sit together, as a branch and define parameters for our elections. That means if we need an election review committee, I bet define election 2026. The private will pass on the 12. The council will be a member of who stand and the NHS will be a member of who stand.
Yo, utu ni akwakoti ni anosune die ode ebre ye yamide se wakofa eye den ma obi beye member ano mediki aka se echi beche de disan komoni yi na ensem wo eho papa ensem wo ho yegoti yakwaku bimpe ni amra yente ma otu de mema na left right center no yegoti ma kwaku bimpe na motene nkana I'm our current Deputy Communication Director. He's our corporate secretary.
dates and programs calendar. Your chapters between 2018, 19, 21. We need to try and feed on programs now into the branch program and not just secretariat to muscle. That's one thing. The second thing is that secretariat to be actually all the other teams that work the youth wing, the women's wing, Asara, communications. You know, to be able to fit together. In fact, your biggest challenge I am this current executive year to be able to secure enough capacity and manpower and resources to communicate for the party for 2024. If we miss out what we will contribute to the party going the opposite direction. And it makes sense before I bring in our position, you're sure and I've gone in somewhere in other places. I've even said so we back on us on your communication member you to be Kasa here. I was saying, in addition to that, I will say mentally influence you and Ghana. Into links that I am building for now through communication network, the presidency or party office. I want to leverage on it to continue to put MPP UK on the map. There should be no information that will come from Accra. We don't have to wait. It's called being proactive. We get out there, we go for information, we disseminate the information to members of the MPP UK. I will say, yeah, the first. I believe we will be proactive. And then, you know, come on out here, proactive. And what we should have an extra pay because we now carry the Juman forward. So these are some of the skills I believe that I have. My professional background has been a teacher for a while. So when it comes to Ashotro and then reading Yamade, I think nobody can beat me. I've got a couple of write-ups for the party. Everything is published. You can search the names and you can see some of the articles I've written for the party. So I believe with all those skills, I can transform and rebrand MPP UK Secretariat. Where am I saying?
Yo, I know a kwaku bimpe na mokote ononso enkano. Medica yaka se uti na ebiafe no wabem. Na de adika nyina wantimi antia. Ebe wo YouTube intino ubetimi akọ na wakwakutie ni nyina from the beginning till the end. Then wankasa wa assess na wahu baby a wapepa kokro mutine ho. I know sir chapter elections by next weekend there near the results now. You go to your women organizers. Maybe I can carry messages here.
We were doing effective work and the about power. In 2012, I was the only female in 1 year. With my money, £1,000, I contributed £1,000 for 2020 election. Not just go on.
Well, yeah, I'm only deputy women organizer.
Everything. I wasn't an executive member. I give it all because I have the passion. I want MPP to remain in power. Why? Because we have a good policies. And we are the only party who can save them. And today, I am so passionate to say, I need to sell this party on radio everywhere. As of now, I'm still doing it. And then when I became a deputy women's organizer with Shell, we did a lot of job. Now we were foundation there. When I go to Ghana, I go to orphanage homes, helping all those children. When Shelley became the women's organizer, I introduced this program to them. And then or place so. And every year we go to homes, also children's home, Kumasi children's, all the homes. Now you call your donation and have a home. You buy your sign posting, your friend, lawyer. I will go on my crata. Some Emma will be carrying when you're in crata. Your son, friend, a social worker, benefits and all these things. We were doing it. You be a son for special school of Jolu, and also your son for Boy. Your son for Tamale Girls Secondary School. Not in so more dear woman. It's a said, International Women's Day, we need to do something for the women. Yes, I hear. Yes, I hear policy beer. It makes me help with the female parliamentarian and the NHIS. Yes, I hear. Yes, I'm so Shelly boy, or what did they say, Mr. Potwana? With a little baby 1 year, we Janet to one, with any number of Boko Center, Tamari, Taprande, Mankasim, door to door. Why? I'm here. I don't need anything. I want my children here.
because of people out there. I want my classmates, I want my mom, everything. We want MPP to remain in power because we have good policies. And MPP will be anyway, somebody will talk about corruption. Yes, there is corruption, but in terms of MPP and NDC, MPP is far better than NDC. And I always say that the alternatives is very, very scary. And coming to 2024, I want 7 points of vision, but because of time factor, I will say only 3. 1, you can't go to a war like a soldier will say, without unity. Unity is the key. 2024, and as I'm vying for the position of women's organizer, when you vote for me, whether you support me or not, I want a united front. I want us all to unite, not because of me, in the supreme interest of the MPP, UK and the branch. We want everybody on board. Now, the second one, I want to create an opportunity for the female, the women. We have a lot of expertise. Anyway, my background is DT, pharmacy technician. We have a lot of females here. They have expertise and they can help. Now, in South London, I recommend you. Say, I've seen a woman on the table. Agnes and I went to some of the chapters. There was no woman on the table. Agnes was causing commotion there. So now we understand the gender balance. I will create opportunity for the female in the party to bring their expertise on board because women, we and we can push you when you are going on a wayside line. We can bring you on a straight line. And all the time, what are sorry, and man will want age now. Now the third one, again, before we were doing outreach, you put no Dawson, you put outreach. I want a young woman behind your man, tell the second generation. They don't understand politics and they don't know what is called MPP. We need to teach them, bring them on board. You want man, and one of them will say, no, I'm sorry, I'm for MPP. Again, no. Oh, and you see a journey, me and man who say, we are coming from somewhere. And also, no passport, or they ask you originally, where do you come from? And you will say, you put a better passport, brand, there will be a time. Your man, you don't feel cool. And you shall almost say, well, expertise, they are knowledgeable, they should take it back home. Now, I know what's that opportunity. Many committee here and man, we need to go home visitation, outreach, markets, everywhere, where all the Ghanaian shops are. And they are just coming in sun. And some welfare. Yeah, you can't get on, should be every assistant. And I've started creating a welfare policy. We are saying, anybody here do, we need a constitution to guide it. And there's certain welfare committee. Now, may I have gone on the back. Then you ever time we are sitting on. Yeah, Jim, a year Ghana, near into your real signposting. If you are in here, we'll crack ourselves, we'll benefit, we'll get some total a whole lot. It's 7 points on time, very honest. Now, 1 minute, and they're up for apple. I believe in apprenticeship at work. From 2007 up to date, I know all the dynamics in the party. It's the best I was saying about why I bet me. It's some one. So the direction I'm reaching to see on the ground. I think say my young ground. Then what is the other is the one. The best one.
Yo, that na yakotie ono nso no. Na aka emanu mienu Portia ne Efe Grant na yawie emanu nso a epe women organizer no yenko tie Efe bia ya toso
Kukudu Osinoba Monko fancy line Yo, we're from Efe Grant, aka Mrs. Jojo, aka the one and only Rough Rider of the MPP UK branch. Into whichever one you choose, I will respond. My message is very simple. But first of all, thank you so much for the hospitality, Chairman Nation. Now, mommy so much, me give me the able to make Right. I am hoping to stand for the position of women's organizer. Na Mr. Wana won't take Asama or Dama Commando. I come from, first of all, I want to start with a little bit about myself. I'm a businesswoman. I'm an avid volunteer. Community and people is my middle name. Now, it started from growing up at Asalam Down. My grandmother, Auntie Maggie, raised me amongst several cousins and siblings. And as the first granddaughter, I had no choice but to be the mother of the house, to lead, young and old. And through that upbringing, I learned the spirit of giving, of community. And most of you would hopefully have had similar experience where around Christmas time, you have all the cake baking at home and then you go around distributing. My grandmother was the type of entrepreneurial woman who instilled in us, Obato Gary, what to do Olunka, Osiri, go and give this to this neighbor and that neighbor and that neighbor. As we are roaming around, roaming ambassador, I see all the other women who have then divided and also selling to make ends meet. That is what has been instilled in me, to give so that you can also give. My father, some of you may remember talking points, not today's talking point. John Cornelius Nanesifikundia is my father. He was the first executive secretary of the National Media Commission. Living in that house with an Oxford-Cambridge man, 80% is a fail. I've known nothing but to have to excel or put your best foot forward at everything and anything. It doesn't matter how little or how big. And so, why do I want to be your women's organizer? Because I know nothing else but to move forward and to excel in whatever capacity, however little or small, and to have community and people at the center of my heart. 3 things: women empowerment and well-being. And I've elaborated severally. When you were speaking, you were all very quiet and respectful. So, thank you. I talk about the well-being being what is very important for me as a woman. That we are here as a political party, and we expect that we are going to be delivering a Ghana that is able and capable. At 65 years, we are still not there. And so how do we deliver? And as women, we've always played our parts, but we have to be well within ourselves. And which is why the well-being of every woman, and inadvertently you the men as well, is really paramount for me. And I'll tell you a little bit more about my background. Throughout my life, growing up at Asalam Down, I've said to you that I was a real Kobolo. From Asalam Down to Adabraka to Nima. Our issues with pedophilia is major in our country. And as a young, very beautiful girl, each time my grandmother sent me out, there was almost never a day that I didn't have to fight off a man. It does something to you over the years. Luckily, I was a very stubborn child as well, and I managed to have to fight off most of these men. But I tell you this, that these are things that have an impact And by 16, I cannot even tell you that I can count the number of times that attempt has been made on my life. If you know Asalam down, there's a big gutter. I have jumped that gutter several times. I have kicked and I have shouted. With each and every time, no help. I have scrapes from all of these. And by 16, I've had enough. I was not even able to tell my mother this until I was 26 years old. From 16. It took me a whole decade. And my mother cried that I could not share with her these experiences. But for a decade, I carried them. And to date, I still even carry scars from that period. And I've learned to get help from the right places, to be that solid woman that I have become. But these are things that for most women are part and parcel of our lives, that the well-being needs to be attended to. So what conversations and what honest conversations are we having with ourselves? Sharing. How do you signpost somebody to go to the right place for help? How do you open up to have to share? And like I said, I have many stories and experiences to have to share, to hopefully help somebody else. From our marriages, how we're breaking up, how we're raising our children, how we are dealing with issues around miscarriages, our health. Where is it? Yeah, politics. But if you are not well and sound and healthy, what energy do you have to book a flight to go to Ghana to help who? These are the things that are most paramount to me. And you'll see several of my videos. Thank you for my alarm. You'll see several of my videos and they will elaborate. And please, if it's coat of many colors, because I am multitasking, multifaceted, and they have taken years to have to build Ife as the multitasking person that I am. So please go to the website, see everything that I am, and please, all the other candidates have talked about change. If you want change, that is why you need to vote for Ife Grant.
Yo, where's so yeah, Ife Grant? Hey. In fact, videos here, Matthew Semo. A chance of my friend Ife. The next living Korea. And here, David Dean. A chairman dear GIG. Now, we need the background. Anyway. And yeah, and I won't change. The back of a year Porsche. Back of Porsche. Na yeti Porsche and so. Yeah, you must say at you. Famiamusa made so. But you all more than see baby. Na yeti me ako. You go to your Porsche.
I can do that easily because I'm a humble person that need better me approaching me.
Porsche dance so.
And I mean you'll be as only me personally or party man. It's a year before I said you were crying. I mean you'll be a bit me to me. Because a lot of people advise me. My chairman is here. I've worked with him on the grounds during opposition to currently being in government. He knows me very well, sir. I take advice very well, and you know, I'm still growing in that sense. And so another most important thing, sir, is to bring the energy back into the women's wing. Because right now, the women's wing, so it's not bad. Sister Shirley, move forward. However, women leadership in politics, I was saying in you grow together. We don't need sending Paba open a Wohonum, and it's only that person that is recognized as the women's wing. Meanwhile, the support is coming from all the chapters, all the women come together. In Zonsha, only one woman is usually shining when it comes to leadership, but we don't always need to be that way. We can give the respect that is needed to the women organizers or all the women within each chapter. Everybody has their own right to shine. not just the leader coming from the branch. Okay? In Ghana now, you have a call for 2024. Now, I want us all to go as one. Then, because separately, now we are and the baby, now we are far. No, we need to mobilize. Into mobilizing is another thing as well for going 2024. Into unity, consensus, which is what will come together and build a strategy for 2024. And number 3, which is my main agenda as well, is by next year, 2023, as the next woman organizer, I aim to hold the biggest women international conference of MPP. In the past year, who said Germany, the whole MPP, America, maybe I will be a Ghana, to quite the year conference over Germany. It's time for the UK branch to stand firm and to shine. Into Mensu Sumeba 2023, I will hold the biggest international women's conference for MPP UK women or MPP women all around the world to come together so we can have one viewpoint and one spirit to go for 2024 mandate. Because 2024 mandate in India, and yes, simple thing, and yes, done deal. It's going to take a lot of hard work. And I believe that I have the energy, the mindset, the drive, everything to get us through to that 2024. And into that, I'm bringing myself forward. Because 2024, I saw say, trial and past era. Done deal. Strategy, him said, it works. And that's the strategy we will use because we are in government, everything's going to be blamed, and every negative thing, we're blaming on ourselves. Until we have to make sure, so we stand strong and overcome the NDC because the MPP party is the party to move Ghana forward. And I believe that strongly. At the moment, I think I'll leave it there. I'll also leave it with a little bit of my background within the chapters, some of the work I have done. I have been the manifesto committee for 2016, UK manifesto for energy. I was the leader of the committee for 7 people. I was also the leader of MPP UK manifesto for youth and employment during the opposition time for 2016 election in Ghana. I'm also the leader for ROPA Committee UK, which is an international ROPA committee, which is 24 countries that are supporting ROPA for the future. I lead the UK for that committee, for that group. I'm also Spanish Queen's president, which is a voluntary group of ladies, small ladies, MPPIs, the loyal ladies, all these group. When I'm a Spanish Queen's Penny in the UK. I've also been constituency leader for Aten Chosen constituency in the past with Chairman Amansan. I'm known for Nkranza North constituency with Honorable Derek Odro. So that time we need it. My women's wing secretary, my youth wing committee, to part in my service in so many different capacities. All I need now is the chance from all members to lead and to bring us all together as one to tackle the NDC for 2024. Thank you very much.
Yo, and also Portia Danso na Mote Ninkano. Samri Yabakofa Treasurer, Yenia Charles Asma. Ono na Samri Yabebo Modians Yabakuti Dionoso Ewomaye, Charles Asma. As ye could tea the Charles and so Ewomaye Asana Yakuvi youth and him send pa me and son na age na near the Jimedina. I never thought said a betcha sa. If you program man bought 12 at check. The Mianca Sacrano, Miamosa made Tesopa, but you got teachers.
Branch members, good evening. We are here because we are looking forward to 2024. We were here the last time we're craving for power for 2020. We came together, we worked together, we delivered, we conquered, and we are now in power. But what we want is power that is sustainable. And that sustainable power is breaking the edge. But to be able to break the
always holding it in trust. Therefore, if you give me chance, I will work with you, I will work with everybody, and come 2024, we shall capture power for breaking the gate.
Yo, yane yakuti yenia asma so ona ya treasurer kan treasurer na opese ya sanfa ni bio na asema ode ababeto ye maame Mercy michia pa maame michia yanko tie yenia Ike for the youth Ike na yinkoti the other two na yemfa dwumadie no emra na wiye.
My name is Amansan. I'm contesting for the branch youth organizer. I've been a member of this branch for the past 6-7 years. I've been part of Mr. Chairman Amansan, the past chairman. I've also seen the work that Chairman Brandon also did. I've been part of the youth setup since Richard came into office, and prior to that, I also worked with Amansan before she lost the elections to Richard in 2018. Having known Richard from back home from JSS, or by and say, why, meaning deal, who gets me I integral, maybe you see cancel as financial secretary, because meaning what you are capable of doing. After secondary school back home in 2000, I worked with Dr. Anani, the then Bantma MP, Emma, in by. Back in University of Ghana, I served my role as the financial secretary, and I also left a very good legacy in University of Ghana. I've been part of the TESCON or the school range for MPP, during my days in University of Ghana. So when it comes to the youth work in India, we started in I'm a member of the Church Pentecost, actually the deacon, and I've been in charge for the youth for the past 10 years, organizing conferences for them from Kida Minister, Manchester, Croydon, Archery, everywhere. Yeah, prepare and cry, send the baby Yamia Juma, the actually Mumbina village now. When I had a chance of working with the land, your friend said, oh, North London, so I was in charge of the black streets on the community. Me some mobilizing home. Coming into this election, I gave our comment when we said, yeah, you move, yeah, very soon, Chairman, statement will not be around, movie will not be around, but yes, me to say, you best start to mobilize and I'm part of the youth setup already. I mean, most of you knows me. Samira Gracie, I've been in charge, and yet a man part BDI, one Kunya, if I'm money, but I guess many says, I mean, I don't necessarily the mandate need to serve the people. I got 7 points here. Maybe I should be good prima, but leveling up agenda. I believe say Broadway, your Boku, your Mobra, MPH. So the first number said, and Brother Womu Kumasi, the more the chance, near Saturday, I'll mobilize you. Send the bay out. Actually, when we are not here, they can also take over from us. The reason being is that we don't see people born here or the first generation or the second generation for no one because they feel that there's no political space for them to belong. The idea is many things have been bad. Make example for number and cool and send the bay or bear part of us. Near Hannah, so much talent and no abilities, and they are supporting the party back home and here as well. Number 2, you have the student faction so I never coincidence for face of
Asmadum, Obeko Fienso, we can liaise with the YEF, send a very idea for Yomo, no matter what the mine and ask the pool. Ted, my two BBA, my two BBA friends, a brave initiative. Danny, then we see people here say, oh, yeah, for holiday, yeah, quasi. Thank you very much for your opportunity. Like I said, my name is Ike Sanzi. South London is my home, so I'm calling on you guys. Come May, June, just give Ike Sanzi 100%. The youth must be led by a competent youth, an experienced youth, an enthusiastic youth who knows the job and has done it before with a track record, and that is me. Thank you very much.
Yo, I know, and so yeah, Ike. Yankofa, Hamilton. If you Hamilton near Baby we war, Kobe so na yedijumedi na banewi.
Meeting the Philistines in Pamela Hamilton of East London chapter, and Chairman say home advantage, but home advantage there. It himself Ghana for the year, Nigeria for recent. Home advantage, you don't hear in Bukata. I'm going to get to when he say, but really, I get from some technicalities there, points. So, whether just on the side. Really, just I'm sick of the Philistines in Pamela Hamilton of East London chapter, and long-standing member of this brand. To send them in your kind of true kind, you are soon from paying 4 times I ever received it. And now, all winning your branch, they know what I've done. And I've served with Justice from Chairman Takufi time, BC, Chairman Amansan, and Chairman Pani. I've never had any official position in the branch, but I've always worked for the branch whenever I'm called on or even when I'm not called on. I've always been working. Currently, I'm the East London chapter treasurer, and coming to this election, I want to put myself out for the youth organizer position of this branch. I've been working for these years, always been part of the youth, working with them. I am a patron of my constituency in Shama, Western Region, for the tax group. I've been a member of the Young Patriots group that we have been mobilizing, always confronting the NDC in campaigns and then demonstrations in the UK. And what I want to bring on board when voted is the mobilization of the youth. The car party moves for all these years. The Brennan said, they are not interested in party politics. Some veteran MPP, within the UK now, say, oh, about the NDC MPP now. But they are going to say, I can't do for them, say they are obey 18, 20 coming. But the party moves on. Party and yet these 18, 19, 20 not coming. But more farmer, any so more HVG, or more party money again. And even I say, if you are following them, say, I say, you're campaign, you're demonstration there. A person will go for 18, 19 for years, but they don't go move you. But there are people in the communities who are sympathizers of the party, but feel say the party is not attractive enough. And these are the people that I want to organize community events to attract them, to bring them on board. So about party mobilization, a party now has some MPP who now, and they don't know the ethos, they don't know the ideologies of our party. Say a party MPP, we belong to the center left or center right. But we say, yeah, what them up with the crowd, but your party will put them for a country for on which we are check the member you for them say, this is what MPP stand for. And we lack all these things. And this is what I want to start mobilizing, start letting the youth know to get informed, know what we stand for, why do we belong, or why are we aligned to even the Conservative Party. Yes, they need Conservative for them, and they need Conservative for them. Yeah, you want them to be good, maybe I can say, so these are some of the things that I want us as party, the UK branch, to lead it and then help the youth to understand.
party from the revolutionary times to this date, and where we can take it up from our leaders who are retiring. So I will not speak my chairman. I will reserve the rest for maybe any questions that will come up, and then I will answer them. So when the day comes, vote for Felix Hilton Pamela Hamilton. Thank you very much.
Yo, it's here for Samre na Akotie Felix Hamilton, and so the also corporate youth organizer. The last person, yeah, Kobe, na yewi ene jumedi no. You go to Kobe mra.
I want to thank all chapter. Let me say, my chapters, but near all four I know and they are so many years. And I have to commend the executives led by their chairman and everybody. Proud to this, candidates mean now, but you say, your core chapter via my send official invitation letter. Said all candidates, Umbra, everything is just being properly outlined. And that shows that MPP UK, we have the men. Now, let me say, now, no business as usual. See how can you are thinking? No. We cannot business as usual. We are no matter so it is time. Not business as usual. It is time. Not business as usual. It is time. We cannot business as usual, say, because we cannot continue to do this the same way and expect different results. It is time for the youth to move and take charge. And I believe, sir, I have what it takes. I have been there. I have the experience. I have the technical know-how to be able to drive this forward. It is time for us to create a skill audit assessment of all our youth members and other MPP UK membership. Now they check how they can use their skill sets to contribute and support back home. Because amongst yourselves, and then we have entrepreneurs amongst you, we have ministers amongst you, we have CEOs amongst you, we have communicators amongst you. We need to be able to harness all this resource. Now you're making sure, say, 2024 elections, we need all hands on deck. And my job as a youth organizer will be to serve you. I am not here, let me make this clear. I am not here to contest anybody. I am only here to ask your permission to serve you, to add value to you. Because I believe, sir, it is also time. So we add value in terms of creating an entrepreneurship program. Now, entrepreneurship program, for everybody, but specifically for the youth. Sir, so who are you can say, not what you may be asking, and I say you are a new student coming up. Now, person will share you may be asking, we need to be able to support you. Now, you grow your idea, then we go back and support Ghana. Because I believe, sir, when we add value to ourselves here, then we will not be over-reliant on Ghana, saying, make appointment, make executive, make. But the executives and also the value is here, and we have to harness here and support ourselves here. And I am bringing a lot of drive, I am bringing change, I am bringing innovation, I am bringing inclusivity, because I feel said, chapter chairman we need to have a united front. We need to have a united front. MPP UK say a predecessor of as you said, some and we need to be able to ensure say we can reconcile and have that united front push forward in 2024 elections now. And Mr. Chairman, we need all of you on board, all hands on deck. Now, let me say, the other contestants they can't say me. If you do someone be a human being in the past 10 years, if you do someone be supported, Mr. Chairman, It is time. It is time and it's time. Said, Oma contributing to the chapters, Oma contributing to the branch, and we thank them very much. It's time for also them to bring innovation and new blood. Like and shepherd in the pushing party didn't go forward. Because 2024 election is not grow. And you know, it cannot be business as usual. We have to change this and bring fresh blood, fresh ideas, fresh innovations. Now, I keep saying everywhere I go, you don't need a title to become a leader. Now, in my capacity as a deputy youth organizer in Manchester, and I said, in my days in Manchester, we've done something really nice. TESCON UK is in about 10 universities across the whole of UK. It started from the humble beginnings of Manchester with myself and Erika Mofa. National Union of Ghanaian Students Association started from the humble beginnings of Manchester. Now they are saving people in Ukraine. It tells you, sir, when young people bring our minds together, there's nothing we cannot do, and there's nothing we cannot change. And you know, you don't need a title to make change. I'm only here as a facilitator to drive, to encourage, to mobilize, to bring the youth together. Say, look, we need a united front for 2024 elections. All hands on deck. Not business as usual. It's Mr. Elections now, and yet I grow. Please, I need your support. I am here as a humble servant to ask for your support to lead the youth in 2024 and beyond. Thank you very much.
Yo, topic is no. Na yenya yetia omunyina wo messages. And yanom emu odru ebetimi aboa yem party. Ebesre se yebekɔso atia ebi ebekɔ bia nso mebo modern se mebebo akyere abusua amutie me. Na wankasa wajaje emrene so na mpanyimfo ho kwan na yakoto aba de obewi ni bia no bia fa ne support nta nachi de hia ne se yenya mpanyimfo abedi yenim eno ene hia kese because yenya mpanyimfo papa bedi yenim a ekuo ni beko nanim amo betimi di bibi abafie eno ne ade a yehia ndino eti omo nsem ebeko YouTube betimi atie omunyina wo YouTube opetape ne so na aframe a medebe ma adodo na onso watimi atie bi 00447983131338 on Friday na sem ne 4 chairs and I'm near Mudijuma, but the fourth person and confirm Chairman Ben Ishen of Hall on confirm and for now no Chairman Alex Manchester, Chairman Peters Luton, then Chairman Barnier Redding, I'm not magic penny. Tino so far no, on Friday. I'm trying to say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I will interview all the chapter chairs. What we think see a bit me I my chapters and so form to my paper. Ne elections beba not during the weekends ne almost soon in a muku journey in so akasa. Sari ebe kono na etimi abwa. Yada munyina wasi ya dijimedi ni abani Makramo, Samre, instead of the cancan, you know. Boys are bread. Yadamunina must say, Friday from 9:30, Mumia in Makramo.